what do you think of the drafting of Kyler Murray? Any issues you think here? Obviously, you played with Drew Brees, and who is sort of the godfather of the so-called vertically challenged quarterbacks. So what do you think here?
I'm excited for him because I feel like more and more quarterbacks coming out of college football look like Russell Wilson. They look like Kyler Murray, and they play like those guys, right? And so, a lot of people are still in love with the Tom Bradys and the Peyton Mannings and the Drew Brees, but even Aaron Rodgers is a scrambler, right? Who we consider to have one of the best arms in the NFL. And so I think, listen, this kid has tremendous upside. Is he short? Yes, but does that mean he can't play football? No, because when I turn on the highlights, when I watch him play football, he has an arm. He can throw it. He's accurate. He can create space with his legs, which is, in the NFL, it's tough. It's tough to, take in all those things. And so I'm excited for him. I think it's going to be a challenge for him these first couple of years.
What do you think is going to be challenging?
I just don't think he has great talent around him. And then you have a first-time head coach who's trying to figure out the NFL. You got a rookie quarterback who's going to be trying to figure out. So there's going to be a lot of figuring it out in this first year, which you're in the division with the Los Angeles Rams, Seattle Seahawks, who are always tough, right? You start with those two teams right there, and you got to win your division. Like that's a tough ask. I reached out to Fitz. I talked to Fitz, a lot, and we joke around. I was like, Fitz, you sure you want to keep playing? Like, because it could be tough, for you guys this year. And so he obviously Fitz, the competitor he is. He's like, man, I just love the process. I'm in love with the process. So I think Kyler Murray has tremendous upside. I'm excited for him, but I do think this year is going to be very tough for him.
Well, I mean, the only comparisons you can make right now, because you want to talk about guys who move around and can wing it.
Yeah.
Coming out of college last couple of years, you got Mahomes, who's obviously an outlier. I mean, 50 touchdowns is insane.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we've never seen a guy in his first full years, 2 years out of college, throw 50 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Then there's Deshaun Watson. Okay. I mean, now obviously Watson is taller in stature.
Yeah.
But I remember the first Thursday night game that he made his first start.
I remember
it was in
game.
Cincinnati,
Yeah,
and he ran one in from the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
When he had so many offensive linemen down and tight ends down that you didn't know who was blocking or who was catching. And it was insane. It was a short week. He had to come out of nowhere and play. And then he had that remarkable run that got cut short by a knee injury, unfortunately. Why can't Kyler Murray do that?
He can do that. And, I think, listen, they always talk about quarterbacks who run. The biggest issue is that they run and you expose yourself to getting hit or to injuries. The thing I love about Russell Wilson, he gets down, right? He takes off and runs, but he gets down. You don't see Russell Wilson trying to run through people, or he lives to fight another day, because as long as Russell Wilson is healthy, that team is going to be in a good spot, right? And that's the thing that running quarterbacks have to understand. Even Aaron Rodgers has dealt with this, right? Is when you take off and run, you got to get down. Like, you cannot be out there trying to be Cam Newton running people over, because even Cam Newton is having shoulder injuries that are catching up to him.
I mean, look at Wentz, obviously, 2 years ago, leaps for the end zone against the Rams, and his knee goes. Garoppolo should have gotten out of bounds last year. Instead, he took a hit right on the sideline, and we're still waiting to see what he looks like as an every week in, week out quarterback.
Yeah.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live, or download the Rich Eisen Show app.